Hello everyone and welcome back to There He Is! We found out who the person of the body actually is. That answer is Junko and Oshima.
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered...
And the similarities match? Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
So let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
That's what I'm thinking, bruh.
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9, which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive. She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro alive. The one that's still alive is Mukuro? But can we really believe that? No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusaba is still alive. Here we go. Make your argument. It's, I think it's gonna be the profile. Let me check. So we got Monokuma file, profile, and fatal injury. So, profile, did not have a single scar or wound when she came. Physical conditions matches the corpse. The other one was the, injury. Multiple wounds covering the body. Or the file. I don't know. I want to see where this goes.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Huh. Yeah. For that to be true, then that couldn't have been the body we found in the garden. Is that really possible? Yeah, I don't know about that. Wait, because the one...
It wasn't Mukuro.
Shoot, wrong one. Wait. One we found in the garden. Dead before the victim had been stabbed with a knife, which went complete through the bottom, struck with a metal object. The body was covered with other wounds, but at least... Did not have a single scar or wound. Does that include... Kyoko's confirmed that the corpse matches the characteristics. So... Wait. Wait!
Then she's still alive?
That's right.
Let's try this. I'm gonna just give it a try. I'm not gonna explain my thing. I'm just gonna give it a try.
So the
Nope, wrong one. Shoot. What, do you think I said something wrong? Yeah. It must be a because the contradiction is that...
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
No, except it was. Yeah, no, it was. That's what I'm trying to say. Jeez, I was thinking about that weirdly. Because it matches.
The body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone's made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Oh, here we go. It's gonna be... Where's she at? Where's she at? Yeah! Gotcha!
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
I'm surprised it didn't go into like the Phoenix Wright style "You Got It" music.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it... Yeah. I gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body, touch her wrist, check for pulse, just like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. I did check absolutely, and I could say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a...
I don't think so. I think it's still the right path. I think we're just thinking about this wrong. And I have an idea involving changing identities.
Hasn't been decided just
Ah,
yet.
there's the music.
Oh, you haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Is he gonna give me the option to give up?
No.
Okay.
Of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Yeah, opposite. Flip that perspective. Do the Phoenix right.
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? I checked her, she was dead, I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely? Maybe she used some sort of trick. Like a disguise. Is that what's gonna be? Disguise? No, wait. Replace? Replic... It'd be I. No, replicated? I nearly got a game over there. I nearly did.
Now I understand.
That is difficult to hit the right letters sometimes. That was a little scary.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but... that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Yeah, that's what it is. She used Greninja's down B. Obviously.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. Need to figure out how to explain it. They switched at the beginning. Yeah. Right at the start. That's the only option, logical one.
They have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko,
And we would have believed. Yeah.
and we never would have known the
Aw,
difference.
dang.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
Was she wearing gloves? Oh.
Junko never had any tattoos
But
like
she
that,
had
did
the
she?
fingernails.
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished.
Yeah, and she did have the fingernails.
There were
Yep.
fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
You know, honestly, the use of, the super contrasting red color to the rest of her outfit, it's so smart the way they did that.
But if she really did use foundation,
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup in the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
Yeah, because I remember when Junko said when she died, this wasn't part of the plan.
So Mukuro,
That was kind of a big thing.
Despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid?
Oh, that's scary. That's a scary thing to say.
Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Oh, it's actually a good way to explain the difference between fear and despair. Wow.
Why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
But he still refused to admit it, but... Sorry, it should be so. He can try to deceive us all he wants, it doesn't matter. Because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation, when, what is he talking about? The control room, right? Right? What would it be? Well, that was the one time, for sure. And the other time was the room, wasn't it? Okay, okay, that's not it. Damn it. Safety save. Let's get going. Oh, good. Oh, no safety save. Can I safety save now? No, damn it. Dang it. The first time was during our investigation. When did he try to hide the person who it was? Wait a second. This is one. That's okay. During our latest investigation, it would have been the biolab itself. Right? No! Damn it. Game over. But that's okay. Have come to the end. It seemed like you weren't able to uncover the mystery of Mukuro's death. You know what that means? It's everyone's... Oh, boy.
Is this really the end for all of us?
Do I get to see a game over? Give it another shot? Yeah.
I refuse to give up yet.
Can't give up now. Okay. Let's try that again.
The two of them?
Yeah, okay, so we got that. Switch places from the beginning. So we got that. It'll bring us back to this. Okay, so the first time they tried to do that thing was with the... Locking... Okay, so... Let's see here. I can't even think which one it is. Is it? It's not the group photo. Because the group photo is the second thing. The first time they tried to hide that it's Junko. Let me try and... Was it the lights instead? Okay. Come on. Okay, so the first time was during our latest one. So was it the lights? No. Damn it. What was during our latest investigation? Fatal injury. Was it the fatal injury? And the hiding of that? No! Frick. And I was on a roll. Tried to hide Junko's identity, not just once but twice. The first was during our latest... Is it the photo? Is it going to say no, not yet? Hold on, what... Okay, the right evidence. It has to do with what Monokuma tried to keep me from seeing during the investigation. What? Oh, what? Okay, no, you didn't even say anything. The first time during our last one. Genocide Jack's memory. Nope. Oh! God, I see. Okay. There we go. I'm dumb. Forgot about the DVD entirely. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm sorry, guys. That was dumb of me. I can't... Someone's gonna call me out saying I'm a fake gamer girl now. That I got a game over on the final trial of the game. Not really game over. I think it must be... You must get, like, one chance. One extra chance. Because otherwise this game has 0 consequences.
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
No, it wasn't fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. Yep. And that's not the only time he tried to hide Junko's identity. Mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. Yeah, here we go. Here's the second one. Oh, this time we actually have to... Oh, moment of truth. Here we go. That's going to be group photo now. Here we go.
What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up. That's impossible.
Okay, we need the group photo.
That's impossible.
Yeah, there we go. I was worried because it didn't shatter right away. Yeah.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Uh-oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common to all these pictures is... Are we going to actually point it out? Or is it just going to be shown to us? The unusual circumstance is Junko's face. Yeah. We did it.
Junko's face.
Finally, I got that out of the way.
Common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Oh, here we go. What's gonna happen? Is he gonna agree or disagree or freak out?
Xanadu!
Okay, Xanadu, okay. That was not one of the options I expected.
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now!
Oh, comic time! I wasn't expecting it to be this early. Everyone was here. Hey there, what was the identity of the ultimate fashionista who we met in the main hallway? It was actually Mukuro all along. And then she's there and she's like, steppy step, I got stabbed. And then her body leaves her mortal body. Her soul leaves her mortal body. And then this is, where did the mastermind keep the body? That would be in the morgue. Right? Wait. That doesn't make sense following the chain of actions. Or does it? Actually, it does. So this is just, let me just follow. Where? So yeah, it was in the morgue. We know that for sure. Right there, because that's the exact same art, so you can see that that's the same. I don't think that's related. Unwrap the body, put it there, put on the mask. The mastermind attacked me with something. It was the Nife. Where's the knife? Ah, gotcha with the knife. The eye comes out. When the mastermind attacked me, who was it that stopped? That was Totes Kyoko. And there I am, having a fever dream. After their surprise attack failed, the mastermind fled my room. Wait, what? I mean, that's true. Yeah, that's okay. No real guess for that. What did the mastermind do to the mask? So they put the mask back onto the body. Yes. 5. What was the condition of the dead body when we first got to the garden? It was just lying there, all chilling and whatever. And the mastermind's like, it's a bomb, and then it explode. Yep. Perfect. I think this is correct. Let's go.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student, who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusawa. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence.
I love the Gendo Ikari pose. It is such an iconic pose now, you know?
She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko Enoshima.
Ah, there we go. Number one, awesome that I got on my first try, but
That's the whole story behind this incident.
okay.
What do you have to say to that?
But where's it gonna go now?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over?
The game's only just begun.
Did you really think
Nope.
the story would end once we reached the climax of the case?
What?
Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Huh? Whoa, there's the title card. Oh, and she has different head things now.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
What is that voice? What is that voice? That is not the voice. That is not the voice I expected.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
What?
We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Can I hit okay? Can I hit okay? I want to see what happens.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
Okay, that's the voice I expected more. Also, nice JoJo pose.
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind? She's the real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free.
Also, it sounds like your voice actress isn't having a very good day.
Having to play Monokuma all the time? day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory, or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face!
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Okay, maybe the drab reading is actually kind of funny.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere too. It was, before arriving at the school?
I got it!
Okay, yeah, there we go.
That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
I don't know if I love or hate that voice. It's like, I can't tell.
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
So, you know, in times, alright, because then it's like, that's all Photoshop. Yeah. Huh. Okay, I didn't even really take up on that.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins!
I know, it's such a cliche, right?
Wait, what? Oh, what?
I'm almost embarrassed to admit it.
What,
So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
Okay, I didn't think it would do that. That is super cliche, but I'm glad they acknowledged that.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Wait, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Twins don't have... This is the same thing they have with Mario. It's like they're like, Mario and Luigi are twins. And it's like, no, they're not. One is older, one is younger.
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
Wait, why is your voice changed so much? Does she have, like, multiple personalities?
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Wait, then is Ultra Despair Girls about... Huh.
She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself.
This is the voice I expected more.
But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Oh my god, she totally... This is weird. I like this personality, though.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes.
Is that the same person doing all the voices? Because if so, that is... I take it back. That is an amazing voice actress.
The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste. And
why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away, which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
This is weird. Just when I thought, okay, that's all our personalities, another one of Bear's. What a weird... Those have to be different voice actresses, because the last one sounded a lot like Erin Fitzgerald. Because I recognize Erin Fitzgerald's voice. Weird.
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Yeah, here's that line. Why, that wasn't supposed to, why me? Yeah, there we go.
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
God, what a final boss.
How can you talk like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
You sacrificed your own
Oh,
sister.
no.
How
I was
is that
being a
not
little
even
more
funny?
literal.
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope. I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it? That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad?
Okay, no, those are different voices. I can't wait to see oh, there's mushrooms on her head. That's gross and weird. I'm fully expecting the credits and just be like Junko and Oshima and just like a list of people. What's with the mushrooms though? That's gross.
That's why it gets me so excited. Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
So is the whole reason for this whole game is Junko wanted something to get off to? Cause you know what? That's a motivation I can appreciate the hustle on.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
I'm happy we're addressing that it's a fetish. The whole game started as it's a fetish.
Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Huh? Don't you mean had that noble blood?
Wait, what?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
So that is the profile picture that someone on Twitter spoiled for me. Thanks, dude. Frick.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are. Yapping away.
That sounds like Aaron Fitzgerald as well.
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer. So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Wait, did she like take the memories and give it to herself to become the ultimate human being? Because oh my god, damn straight.
What we're going to do.
Oh.
We're going to solve all these mysteries, and then we'll have our victory.
I can't wait.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint.
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Thinking back to what Monokuma told us, the memories that were stolen from us, what they must be related to. The motives? The class trials, the founding, not the founding. The motives. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
No? What?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
The motive for Monokuma gave us for each murder, gave us DVDs, was my family. On Sayaka's was her friends, her and her friends, they had a dream they all shared. So the first murder, the motivation was human connections.
I got it!
Yeah?
The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it.
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay, time for the next question. So what was the theme for the second motive?
For the second murder, the motive's theme was, that's when we got those weird envelopes. I mentioned how I used to wet the bed. It was, the past. Yeah.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
The theme for the third murder was, the reason Celeste turned to murder was she wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. So it was, greed. Right?
I got it!
Yeah.
It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death was, what was it that made her decide to kill herself? Had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So the theme was, secrets? Betrayal, blackmail. It was blackmail. Nope. Monokuma blackmailed Ogre to get her to kill us. Hey, what you call blackmail, I call doing business. Seriously, you don't just get it. Okay, so, there's another reason. So it wasn't the blackmail itself, it was secrets? Or betrayal. Secrets. No, damn it. Damn it, I'm not doing well. I was on a roll. It was, I'd rather have a few mistakes here and now rather than getting it entirely wrong at one time, you know?
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
Well, until that last one, of course, which threw me under the bus.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Is it going to be like, this one is a combination of all of them?
Relationships, secrets, money, betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope.
This is all getting really deep.
Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Oh my god. The writing of this game is so good. God, it's...
Really? Then hurry up and tell us. Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world! Oh!
The school walls? So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there?
I'm gonna assume it's all post-apocalyptic-y. I kind of assumed that from the beginning, like from this game's inception.
I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the into.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, that's better than any post-apocalyptic thing I could have. Oh my god, are you serious? Just say it.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right? What you just saw. All of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? The whole thing is insane.
The world is locked away within the memories that
What? Is this Kingdom Hearts now? God damn it, I can't escape it.
Please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Genocide Jack's Genocide Jack's memory! Shit! That could be useful!
Bitches, remember or die. What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
Oh my god, we might actually win this because of Genocide Jack.
We saw. Is this another one of your practical jokes?
No, despair is serious business.
Telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Yeah, we did it! I can't believe that actually became a thing. I was wondering why I got that as evidence. Like, when's this gonna be important?
Actually, she might remember.
Oh my god, is Genocide Jack or Genocide Jill gonna be the actual reason we survive?
The other token, Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality is forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on.
She forced herself, that's great.
Da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer. Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That went way different than I expected.
That's enough. Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye. Roger, you got it, Captain.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does!
And you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know? Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
Oh my god, she knew the tragedy all along. She knew about the tragedy the entire game.
Tragedy?
Are you serious?
You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Oh my god, we could have oh
Answer the
my
question.
god.
What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
that phrase coming up now?
Cause it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago.
Oh my god, we're getting the plot.
So big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
There's the big wham line.
How could the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
What?
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Yeah, what?
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Whoa, that's a good metaphor. Or simile.
So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes.
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
Guys, I think I really love Junko. Guys, I think I really, really love Junko.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Like, she is Monokuma cranked up, and I love her.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Like that. So good.
It doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
I mean, I have. It felt like there was a time jump there.
Mistaken.
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently,
There we go.
right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? 2 years ago? What does that...
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Ah, they're going into true despair. Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. What Junko's saying is true. If we came here 2 years ago, the rest of us only remember getting here the last few weeks, so the memories you took from us are life at Hope's Peak.
I got it!
Yeah.
If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
This trial's going longer than I expected. I mean, it is the final trial. So I would think I will end it here for now. Again, I'm sorry I don't talk much during these parts, but I'm so invested in actually just hearing the story. Plus, it's all voice acted. Thank you all for watching, guys. And next time, we might finish the game? I don't know. I have no idea. I legitimately have no clue. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you then. Ciao.